Today we're learning how Beat It by Michael Jackson was made. We'll be breaking down and reconstructing the original studio tracks, and they are going to sound like this. It released on February 14, 1983 and was the third single from the greatest selling album of all time, Thriller. In this video we're going through all of the elements that make Beat It the timeless pop rock classic that it is. You'll hear the drums and percussion, bass, guitar, Rhodes, synths and pads, Michael's luscious raw vocals, plus all of his silky smooth backgrounds, and just a few nuggets that you may have never heard before. This is going to be a good one, and I think we should just dive straight in. First, we have the drums and percussion. Just gonna say, definitely noticing a little bit of a pattern with some of these real big heavy hitters from MJ. They pretty much always have like an instantly recognized drum fill. Not that we've covered this song, but Rock With You is just an absolute classic that comes to mind. Of course, Billie Jean. There's always just like a rhythmic or melodic part that just hooks you in straight away. Or in the case of Beat It, there's actually a few of them, and yeah, the first one being that classic drum fill. Also, before we get any further, the song was written and recorded by Michael Jackson, produced by Quincy Jones, while Toto members Steve Lukather, Steve Porcaro, Jeff Porcaro, plus Eddie Van Halen, Bill Wulfer, and Tom Baylor all lend their talents to the track. But yeah, iconic drum intro, Jeff Porcaro killed it. Let's move over to the bass. That bass is just so effortlessly cool. Let's quickly hear the guitar that goes with it, and then we'll put those two tracks together. I mean, just in general, that guitar track is freakishly good. Another instantly recognizable part along with the drums, and since they mirror each other really nicely, let's hear the bass and guitar together and then we'll properly dive in. Okay, the guys from Toto just know how to get it done. I mean, Steve Lukather just absolutely nailed this. And man, do those two parts just work together so nicely. I love the simplicity of the bass, sort of in the verses, and then it changes as the song progresses. So this next track that we've got is also another guitar, but something that I wanted to keep separate from Steve Lukather, just because I think they both deserve their own spotlight. But now we have Eddie Van Halen's legendary solo. god. Speechless. Okay, I do love the story behind that solo. Quincy Jones called Eddie Van Halen saying, hey, we would love you to do some damage on this MJ track we're working on. Eddie Van Halen obviously didn't think it was actually Quincy Jones or MJ and just hung up the phone, called again, hung up the phone, called again, told him to get lost, hung up the phone, eventually agreed to meet in the studio, rolled into the studio, heard the track, was working through it, and then sort of realized that the bridge section that Quincy had been working on didn't quite do it for him. So he insisted on playing over the verse instrumental and the verse chords to sort of give this solo somewhere to go and a bit of room to move. He had them rearrange the song to better suit what he wanted to do with it, which is already just kind of bowler. And then the fact that Michael comes in at the end of Eddie's session, hears what he's been playing, and Eddie's sort of like, by the way, I rearranged the song. But Michael's like, no, like, thank you for caring enough about the song to make these changes and make it better. And then finally, the whole session only went for like not even 30 minutes. They pretty much used the first half of one take, the second half of another take, and then he didn't get a credit on the track and then got paid with a few beers. This is Eddie Van Halen, and it's one of the most recognizable, popular, and widely known and appreciated guitar solos in pop rock history nearly 40 years later. And just to top things off, the speakers literally caught on fire while he was recording. Whew, okay, so to completely switch the vibe, we are going to keep the ball rolling and get into the Rhodes, synths, and pads. I have never heard that vocal section in there before. And vocal section aside, it doesn't even sound like we're listening to Beat It. Let's put the Rhodes and pads together quickly because I feel like it's going to sound amazing. Oh my god, that was beautiful. I'm thinking we can do something really special with that track in particular at the end of the video that Next, we have what I would say is the most iconic song intro of all time. And let's just say, prepare your ears, because I actually read that gong sound was just an existing composition on a Synclavier 2 LP that just had a bunch of sounds you could find if you had the hardware. So they just took what they heard on the LP and recreated it in the studio with the same equipment. Okay, we're going to get into Michael's vocals in just a second, but I did just want to give a quick shout out to the team that worked on this track. Bruce Swedin, legendary engineer who made this an absolute masterpiece. Quincy Jones produced the track and had the vision to really push Michael to make this incredible rock anthem to round out Thriller. Because if you want to make the greatest selling album of all time, you need to appeal to a few different genres and demographics. And then of course Michael, who wrote the track and vocals, which we're about to get into, just absolutely kills it. Okay, Michael Jackson's vocals, let's hear it.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it. You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can, so beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. Beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky, strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it. Just beat it. Just beat it. Just beat it. Ooh.
The man is a force to be reckoned with. The passion and fire in his voice, and the fact that he'd never copy and paste his choruses. It's all just a new take every time. Come on. I'm so happy we get to hear more. Now we have the backgrounds.
Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky, strong is your fighter. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it. 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 Ooh, beat it, 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 beat it. Beat it, 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 beat it.
The no one wants to be defeated just hits you so far in the core. Oh man. I've also just always been a little bit rattled when he does the vocal, because it sounds kind of confusing, but it's because he also does a with it. Let's put the tracks together and see how we're sounding.
But you wanna be bad, just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky, strong is your fighter. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it. 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 Ooh.
So now that we've broken down all of the elements that went into this piece of art, it's time we go through track by track and put the entire song back together. And also, if you've made it this far, make sure to stay until the end, because I do have that surprise I mentioned earlier for you. You're going to hear Beat It how you've never heard it before. Michael Jackson, Beat It. Let's do it.
beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky, strong is your fighter. It doesn't matter who's wrong or who's right. Beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Lord, Lord. Showing how funky, strong is your fighter. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Oh no. Showing how funky, strong is your fighter. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky, strong is your fighter. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just beat it.
That was Beat It by Michael Jackson. If you want more great music like this, make sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. I love you, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.